Hello and welcome back to Film by Ted. My last behind the scenes video about making my own font got some really great responses and people seemed keen to see more behind the scenes. So, for the next 3 days I'm going to take you through the entire logistical process of how I make videos on this channel. Obviously my video making process varies a lot from video to video. For most of them though, I tend to go through these core steps: writing, filming, editing, uploading, and releasing. For this series I'm going to walk through how I made my last behind the scenes video, the one about my font, partly because I thought it would be pretty meta to make a behind the scenes video about a behind the scenes video, but also because while making that video I followed these 5 steps pretty linearly in just a few hours to get it up in time, so it demonstrates my process pretty well. Okay, let's get started. Most of my videos can be divided into 2 categories, those that I planned before I shot and those that I planned after I shot. These ones are like travel montages and vlogs, where I shoot a bunch of stuff while I'm away and figure out how to edit it together later. Usually I don't write a script for these, the process of coming up with the narrative is a bit more freeform, and I think I'll discuss that in another video. Today we're focusing on these videos, the ones where I write the video first and then I film it. With any video where I'm narrating or talking to a camera, I script everything word for word and then read it out trying to make it sound natural. I have a notebook that I use for video ideas, but when it comes to script writing I like to type. And for that I use this note-taking app called Bear. Sometimes I just write from start to finish, other times I plan what I want to say in bullet points and then flesh it out into roughly equal-sized paragraphs. That way the script dedicates roughly the same amount of time for each section, which keeps things moving at a good pace. Here's what the script for the font video looked like. I think it probably took less than half an hour to write. Once I get in the zone, this stuff can flow quite nicely. Okay, so now I have a script. The next step is to actually record it. This is the A-roll if you're into film terminology. You big nerds. Usually this just means setting up a camera on a tripod with my little Zoom microphone nearby and reading out the script a few lines at a time. I used to set up a light, but I stopped after a while because I didn't think it was adding any real production value to my videos. Over the last couple of years I've gotten better at reciting the script and generally being more comfortable talking to a camera. I've gotten to the point now where it only takes 1 to 3 takes for each section of text. If you go back to my older videos you can see that it used to take a lot more.
March, 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 marching on.
For the font video I didn't record my face, which made it much quicker since I could just read the script directly into a mic instead of having to learn the lines and recite them into a camera, which is what I'm doing now, by the way. After this I might typically also shoot some B-roll, the clips that supplement the main shot. Depending on the video I might know exactly what kind of B-roll I want before I start filming, like in my Corrupted Memories video where I knew I wanted to make certain stop motion segments. Other times while I'm in the editing phase I'll find myself wanting certain shots, so I'll quickly just film it then and there. For example, in the font video, the screen recordings are kind of like B-roll. My process can be fairly freeform in that sense, most of my ideas surfacing while I'm editing, but we'll talk all about editing in tomorrow's video. If you have any more questions about how I write or film, drop them down in the comments below, and I'll see you tomorrow.